welcome to the Metals Investing Forum, Brad. And Alexco is a great story, one of the highest grade silver deposits in the world. So can you tell us about your new exploration project in Birmingham?
Yeah, well, first of all, thanks for having me, Chen. The Keno Hill, as you know, is a very well-known silver district in the Yukon. We have a pre-feasibility study that we released in March of this year, and really the value driver from that pre-feasibility study is this Birmingham deposit. It's a very high-grade discovery that we made a couple of years ago. So we've been advancing that deposit. Both on surface exploration as well as underground. We drove a 550-meter decline about a year and a half ago and drilled off the top couple years of this deposit so that we could have high confidence in the resource and the reserve. Just this year, we've just finished up about an 8,500-meter surface exploration program, again centered around Birmingham and really trying to expand the deposit, what we call this Birmingham Deep target. And released some pretty exciting results this year.
It's a new discovery?
Yeah, well, it's an extension of Birmingham, but it's what we call this Birmingham Deep. So, over 8 meters of 1,400 grams silver,
wow.
Another meter of 2,500 grams silver.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in an area that has got a lot of, I guess, room to grow in terms of the resource at Birmingham.
Oh, great! Do you plan to explore more for the rest of the year, or you?
We've just finished the program here in late October of this year, really, I think this is a longer-term view. It's not going to affect our short-term mine plan in terms of putting the mine back into production, the district back into production. But clearly, we need to step back and try to figure out what the best way to attack this thing is, whether it be from surface or underground.
Great. You just touched what I'm going to ask you next. What's your mining plan?
Yeah.
What's your timeline for this year and then next
year?
Right.
Again, we are close to making a production decision, hopefully near the end of this year. We have been working with the Yukon Water Board for a final permit, which is a water use license. And what we've been telling really the market and the community is that we need to have certainty on this on the timing of this water license. I think we have that now. We can see that license is going to come in just in the next couple months. We have a quartz mining license that we expect in the next couple of weeks, and so once we have those pieces in place, we'll make a decision. Once we make that decision, it's a pretty quick ramp-up period, about 6 to 7 months from the time we resume development until we are making concentrate at Keno.
Right. So basically, if supposedly you get your water license in early next year, so you will start getting concentrate before the end of the year.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, again, if we make this decision at late Q2, early Q3 of 2020, we would be shipping concentrate again.
All right, great. So you make a zinc concentrate and the lead concentrate, right?
That's right. We make two separate concentrates, lead silver, and that's where the majority of the value is, as well as the zinc concentrate. But it's really the lead silver. This is a very valuable product in terms of its quality. 50 to 55% lead with over 15,000 grams of silver. So it's a very sought after product.
Oh, great. So recently all these zinc smelter has some issue, but you're much less exposed to those zinc treatment charges.
That's right. I mean, the market has, the concentrate market in general has changed, I think, in the last several months. But when you look at the revenue stream from Keno Hill, it's about 75 to 80% comes from silver, another, say, 10 to 15% from lead, and so zinc is, just a minor component.
Great. So using the downturn, you restructure your royalty agreement with Silver Wheaton. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, if you step back, back to 2008, actually, Silver Wheaton at the time, now Wheaton Precious Metals, they put up $50 million US to build out this district. In exchange, they have a stream, a silver stream. That stream works fine at much higher silver prices. We shut down in 2013, and they've been very accommodating. They've been great partners. So we've restructured that agreement so that the the price that they pay us for the silver is based on the silver price as well as the mill grade, feed grade. So as prices go down and the head grade goes down, they pay us more, even up to spot price.
Okay, great. So the project is very variable even at today's silver price.
Oh, absolutely. Again, when the pre-feasibility study done in March of 2019, we used $15.50 silver for the first couple of years and then ramped that up. So, in today's market of a $17 silver and especially with the exchange rate, I mean, don't forget the sensitivity of the Canadian dollar. Is very important as well. So certainly pricing today is very similar to the PFS, and it's a very robust project.
Okay, great. You also mentioned in your presentation that you have one of the highest leverage to silver. Can you explain that?
Yeah, I mean, when we talk leverage to silver, the beta price, I mean, our stock price. So, when silver prices increase, as we've seen, previously this year, from $15.50 or so and ran up to $19. So, a 30% increase in the silver price results in a 150% increase in the share price.
I remember you're the best performers in the Silver Junior.
Yeah, obviously it can go both ways, but if you want exposure to silver, it's you're much better off with exposure to a silver company, I think, and Alexco will have really one of the highest revenue percentages and really the highest leverage to silver.
Okay, great. So you, besides Birmingham and the current the project, you have a whole district, right? So there are many other targets you're looking to explore.
Absolutely. I mean, exploration has really been, I think, the backbone of the value driver for this company over the last several years. When we bought this district in 2006, did our first exploration in 2007, we had no 43-101 resources, no kind of modern resources. We now have over 100 million ounces of reserve and resources on the books, discovery costs of about 50 cents an ounce. So we'll continue to always explore. Obviously, Birmingham itself is a target that we'll continue to work away at. But really across the district, there's no shortage of targets that we're continuing to take a look at.
Great. You also have a division that is profitable, environmental division. You want to explain to potential shareholder investors?
It's Alexco Environmental Group. Part of our contract with the government of Canada is to clean up the Keno Hill Silver District. Again, this is a district that's been in operation for decades, back to the early 1900s. So it does have environmental legacy, conditions, and so we're paid by Canada to clean that district up. So what better way to start a company? So we started an environmental company off of the back of that. That company now has grown to about 80 or 90, employees, professionals, scientists, engineers. We'll do about $30 million in gross revenue this year. Good margins, and it's a growing business. So we're always looking for opportunities, but we also, recognize that company has grown to the point, we need to look at how we best get the value back to the shareholders.
All right, great. I remember visiting your environmental group in Denver. That was a year ago. That is still growing.
Still growing, yes.
Yeah, great. Okay, thank you. Welcome to the Metal Investing Forum, and good luck with you.
Yep. Thanks, Chen.